Greetings everyone, my name is Altarian and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Citizen Sleeper, my friends. This episode we are definitely going to the passageway. We're just gonna do it straight away. We're gonna pay the 150 bucks. It's 100. I finally found the discount! When you mention Ankita, the spacer selling passages smiles. They'll give you a discount on passage to the Greenway. Yes! We have a discount for 50 cryo. Well, that's amazing. We are through, guys. We are through. Cross the Greenway, please. Oh my god. Holy Christ. There is yet so much to do. But that's beautiful. Is this like the part for the rich people? Oh, now I see this glass is broken. So probably, and there is a little door over there. So that's probably an airlock. That's awesome. Founder's Ferry, that's to get back. That is actually very cool. The Greenway. Walk the Greenway or map the path away. This one gives a lot of green points. This one gives less, but this one has a +1 because it's into it. Rather than simply trash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle to try to better navigate the hazards. Ah, but this one is dangerous because of the hazards probably. The simplest way to explore the Greenway is simply to pick a path and set off into its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risk, of course. Going to the Greenway. Exploring the Greenway is unlike any other place on the eye. Its overgrown chambers defy mapping. Well, let's go with mapping. I'm going to use this positive neutral result. Oh, that's only a +1. That's a bummer. But, gonna do it anyways. Gonna keep on doing it, because we need it. We need it. Okay, that was a bummer as well. Anyways, we only have 2 left. We have farm stacks. That's good. Thief. If you get caught stealing, there's no way you'll be able to work in the stacks. It's as simple as that. We can steal the harvest. We can eat it. There's loads of food here. Why should these farmers keep it to themselves? If you can do it quick, they might not even notice it's gone. Work at the stacks. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived, and the farmers that work them are always looking for new workers. That is interesting. Mushroom groves. Please, yes, +2 grove spores. Alright, forage for fungus. The fungus that grow in the deep groves of the Greenway are strange and typically avoided. But those with sharp eye might find sustenance. Collect spores. While the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent, spores provide a chance to gather or study specimens in an untouched form. Interesting. And where is Memphis? Build a home. Get to know Memphis. Girol caps. He needs Girol caps. This is Fang. What is this? Himfa commune. Self-sustaining community. Well, if you've got all the farms, we can become a hypa member. Work in the canteen, work in the grow beds. Ooh, interesting. Wild margins. Search for signals. That's for tracking Ashton. That's for Ankita. But there was another one as well. The wastes. Gather scrap components. Ah, we cannot do that. We are weaklings. How is it here for hacking? The Greenway Gate. Slot Greenway cipher. Everything is black, guys. It's just like really black. Where do we get a Greenway cipher? We don't have that. That's interesting. Well, let's go and say hi to Fang, I guess. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, crouched among stacks of equipment. He's leaning over the terminal, bath. Bath in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in heaven is set against me. A couple of my old system pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. Nice kit. Fang does a mock bow. Any updates? Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the waste on his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? There's hundreds of convey machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Harden has got a crew out there, putting them together. I'm pretty sure they must have shipped them in piece by piece, throughout the shipyard, ready for assembly out there. Machines, why? Well, because that's Conway's whole thing. Remote operated vehicles, drones, cutters, salvage haulers, the full set, it's all there. Maybe Harden masked this whole thing as an effort to clean the waste, but there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye. And that's why Conway... And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Heavenage knows a corporation is setting on a station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The waste is to cut off from Eye's cloud network, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. Ah, so that... Okay, we probably will receive the Greenway cipher from him. No use, he cannot hack it, man. You need to enter the cloud, and there's no cloud to speak of. That's why I'm gonna pay them a visit. How? You forgot. Heavenage, come in and out of all cycles. I should be able to get in. As long as no one I know sees me. But I need you on the outside to help me disable the security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside, I can open nodes in their network, and then we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility buried deep down there. Miles of corridors and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take me more than a few cycles to work it through. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip that what we need. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from the pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did it with the agents. Hack the nodes I pinged to locate the ports for the security system, then slot the worms in those systems and let them go down. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entryway. This is where we can get access and slot the first worm. They'll try their perimeter systems and get me past the first corridor. They'll fry. What I need from you is to keep an eye on the facility after they kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank, then you need to break in and slot the Ripper to disable it as soon as you can. And what if I can't? You miss a system, you wait too long, they're gonna find me. Simple as that. I need you to focus on this one, it's very important. I'm going to let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot in the first worm. I'll leave a tracker running in the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats on the top of the screen. Well, Fang, you are going to trust a guy you promised to help disable the tracker, which you still didn't. So I'm kind of, you're getting me on your bad side. And now you're going through something very dangerous. What if you die? What if you cannot even go back? Don't worry. You can run things around their protocols. I've seen it. It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations and a slot that worm. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof that we need and end this whole thing. He crouches to check the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing, remember that. Oh, and one last thing. If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I have managed to pull at that point, all the data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay I've set up here. He points at a pile of servers and terminals, hooked into the dock with cables as thick as your arm. I repurpose the dock's SOS broadcast systems to beam out whatever you put in. Anyone at the terminal, a slate or a server on the eye will see it. That means Heavenage, Yatagan, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Harden isn't snaking away this time. I've got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot in that first storm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerves hit you as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Okay. We are seriously going down to business. These are Ripper worms. Yep. And these are indeed accessway, a Ripper worm. Okay. So that's one. This we cannot open. Okay. We are more or less out of options here. So let us go back. Cross the rim. Was this a good choice? Do we need to pay it once more? Oh no. Okay, only once. That's good. That's good. That's good. Is there anything we can hack here? By the way, merchant. Can I give you something again? No, I cannot. But I'm pretty sure we had a new seller somewhere here. Someone who would buy our information. But I kind of forgot who it was and where it was. It was someone who traded information. Was it at the... No, it was not the tea house. Oh, it was the tea house. Yeah, it was the tea house. Heavenage tracking data. There you go. And what will he give me? Plus 10. Well, gonna give you everything. There you go. Thank you for the cash. We can use everything. Well, it's easy and quick money. But who buys the Yatagan data and everything? Probably have missed a little bit of that somewhere. Now. Compress Club, the Doctor, the Merchant Freighter. I'm pretty sure, guys, we need to get up and ascend the hub. I want to hack these things here. Where are they? I want to hack those keynotes. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Don't know what for, but I want to hack them. But I want to be attacked by the killer. So, how about it's time for us to slot this thing, shall we? Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. Outcome. Question. Oh my god. You slip into the cloud. As easy as blinking. Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how mainframe should look. A center, a point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off, a rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains. It's dead? It's dead. Quiet, Navigator hisses. And then you see it, like a blade in the dark. An edge slicing through the void. It glides along at the distance and winks out. Where? Then it appears again, elsewhere, gliding once more, searching. It is looking for us. That is indeed some sort of dogo. Killer, blinded erasure protocol. It's blinded. That's because we probably have removed the hunters. Now it's blinded. The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer. And you see now it is not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark. It glides past, closer now, and you see into the voids where its eyes would be, should be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It's blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move close to the Navigator to talk. You saw it too then. Killer was blinded. How? Unclear. This protocol has been running for decades, well past its operational limit. This may give us an advantage over the protocol. You flinch as the silent killer appears closer and glides past you, its empty sockets opened wide. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. Their orrery of spheres is collapsing. The orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral paths, considering condensing on a central point. Navigator is noticing it too. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they cannot. Whatever is drawing the orrery together is holding them in place. They look at you, suddenly, desperate, frantic. It's a trap. Get out! You go speak, but Killer appeals between the both of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes, and you see them framed in the empty sockets. You realize now, if Navigator cannot move, then it is only a matter of time before one of the killer's sweeping brings them directly through Navigator. And time is not a problem for a protocol that has been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it. 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these and the mainframe collapses once and for all, severing the connection, shattering the hardware. Whatever it takes, they must be broken. But they are encased in something, a glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and then you blink back to reality. Their expressions of fear and after image are slowly fading. I must act quickly.
That's so exciting! That's so very exciting! How exciting!
Exciting. Deal with Killer. Killer is a terrifying blind threat roaming the hub's dark mainframe, and new event is trapped.
Okay, dokie.
Branch 001, the key. We need 3 keys. Oh my god, guys, we need 3 keys. A key. Uh-oh. So. A 1, a 2, where is the 3? Where is the 3? Where is the 3? 1, 2. Oh, there, 3 at the bottom. Now, problems. 1, 2, 3. 3 keys, yeah? But the killer is on our heels. Let's try one. The killer has found us. A glint, like a light traveling along the edge of a wave, fills your eyes. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets, slipping towards you in slice. You freeze, hoping it will pass by you, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears, slices past you, almost. It nicks you, grazes you. You're desperate to cry out, to call out. But you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eye of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. But then the blade winks into the dark and you are alone again. Now you cry out of pain. So it just sliced through us like butter. It just buttered through us. Okay, we're still alive. We can access the second mainframe in slot K. There we go. We're all good. Let us for now first descend. Yep. Going down. We have one thing left. Anything we can do with a 1? Anything we can work with? That gives us stealing. We're not gonna steal. It's gonna be a 3. Nah. Leave. Anything we can hack for a 1 would be handy dandy. So we will not waste any points. Another Yatagan agent. That's a 1. Havenage. That's a 1 as well. There we go. So we can sell 1. Extract. Oh, +5 cryo. Amazing. Oh, 2 data even 2 data. Where is the Tamborti house? There you are. There you are. Give me some money. Give me some cash. The good cold cash. The cryo. We are at 140. Now, how much points do we have? 0. Do we need cash for something immediately? I want to wait because I want to buy this thingy here, the syringe. But I think we have time. Let's just for now go and sleep and cycle. Get a lot of exciting mornings. Okay, our dices are okayish, not too badish. Let's first pass over the greenway, see how things are going there, because we had only a couple of cycles. Where is Fang? Wild margin. Okay. Yeah, we gonna mushroom grove. Forage for fungus. I think that's something I wanna do. I want a fungus for forage for funguses. God damn it. Did we get any fungus? Don't think we did. Was that a waste? Maybe it was indeed a waste. Aye, going to waste them all. But we got it now at least. Overgrown garden. Sunlight refuge. Cut away the choking vines. Stop the rot in this place could be turned back into a garden of sorts. That's a lot of work. Oh my god. So many trackers, guys. Wow. But I only wanted to get these mushrooms. Bring Amphis Girol caps. Where are the Girol caps? That's the only thing I win the farm stacks. These Girol caps. Why is nobody giving us some nice thingies? I want to get roll caps. Oh, did I just forgot to eat? Oh, I think we forgot to eat, guys. Is there anywhere to eat? Let's go back. Oh, we are already out of dices. Wow, that went by very quickly. God damn it. That's the wrong guy. We need Amphis. There he is. Give us a little bit of food. Where do we get those Girol caps? I should have listened better. I don't know where they are. That's a shame, such an idiot. A 1. Let us go up, see if the lucks have changed their dice numbers. Last one. Have you? You have not. Okay. Clear. Back down. I need to hack it quickly. Are the days already counting? Enter the greenway. Okay, let's see. Let's just quickly hack something. 1, that's good enough. Bypass. Good. Average data, we can always sell it. That's perfect. Tea house. Okay, next day, hopefully we will have some very good dices. We only have 1 dice few. That's not a problem. It's quite good. But now we definitely are going to start with the hacking of the mainframe system. And then we'll go to Fang, or first Fang, I don't know, that's really the second cycle. He only said we only have 5 cycles left. But is it 5 cycles after the starting point? Yeah, I think it's 5 cycles after the starting point, not before. Before we have time to prepare ourselves. Oh, good dices. Good dices. That's very well. Amphis, if you could please share me information on where I could get those mushrooms of yours, that would be like really amazing. But first we go up. We go ascend the hub. And hack. Yes, keynotes. It asks for a maximum. Yep, let's use the maximum one. We've got the data. The final gate. There we go. Start. Branch access. Breaking the branches means unlocking access that each of the 3 terminals. This needs to be done fast. We have done it very fast. Now, mainframe. Wow. 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 We've got 2 options. First one is an engineering option. Slice the hardware. Forget hacking the system. Killer has to die. If you can slice the branch connection, the mainframe will be shut down, freeing Navigator. Killer is dead. The killer protocol has been running for long enough. Breaking the mainframe final connections will end the protocol. Loop branches. With access to the branches, you could redirect them to form a loop, isolating the mainframe with killer inside, but not freeing Navigator, in theory. But freeing Navigator. The killer protocol can be isolated without being destroyed. A loop of connections would lock it into a closed systems. The left one will definitely free him, the right one not. Well, I'm not going to say that I not trust him, but I'm just a professional in doing this interface actions. It's the most easy choice for me to do, to decide. There we go. What will happen? In theory, we will free Navigator. Okay. What has happened? As you blink into the cloud, you see the last flickers of life from the mainframe. This vast machine once ran the whole system. Span it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water and data. Fed the lives of thousands of people. Now it's finally dead. Oh shit! Oh shit! Did we just deactivate everything? Oh shit! Navigator is beside you, and you both look out at the perfect ring that encircles you both, woven from the data branches that once fed the mainframe. You see a glint along its edge, and that familiar blade-like head rises to the surface, like a cresting fin of a shark, and then slits into the loop again. All that you can see of the killer's body after that is slightly thickening of the loop, and that thickenings begin to travel around on a long and slow sojourn that will last it forever. "I'm surprised at you," says Navigator, drifting faintly around you in a lazy orbit as if to shake off their imprisonment. Killer had been wandering blind for so long. Did you not think to end him forever? Perhaps they can be saved. I will not kill another being. Yeah, you know, it was just a lazy choice because I had a +2 on my intuitive choice. That's why I did it. But yeah, I don't want to kill the program. Perhaps they can be saved. You're naive. They are a killer in nature. Look what they did to our home. Navigator gazes into the darkness. This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed the directives for many decades. They roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executed its administrator AIs, and then kept slicing. At some point, they cut away their own ability to sense, to see, to taste, to speak, and yet they kept cutting until only those 3 threads remained. From millions that once thrummed here, only their blindness and hands and chance kept them from making those final 3 cuts. There is ceaseless violence in kind of systems that create things like this. Those that will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction. Navigator looks to you for your thoughts. I will not continue the violence. Their sentience should be respected. They will suffer for it. Their sentience should be respected. So be it. But what would they respect our rights equally? So be it. But would they respect our rights equally? You watch the data point from the station spin around you, blending with the fixed stars. There is something satisfying about finally wrenching the last thread of control from the central point. It was little more than a ghost by the time you reached it, but this place deserves to be haunted by better ideas than totalizing system control. Navigator floats beside you, It is free now. The station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me. They turn to you, their faces cloud of shimmering light. In fact, in time, perhaps it can be a refuge. A refuge, that sounds like something of value, something worth building. A dark shape passes across your vision, a distant curve of something like smoke or oil, a fluid shifting tank of total darkness. The Greenway. It was cut off at the moment of the collapse, so hunter or killer could never reach it. Now it is closed off to us, separated from the cloud. What system is inside it? It may be totally dark, or perhaps some other old protocols are isolated there. And we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. If we could extract the access cipher, they pause and then blink out of existence. You freeze, shocked at a moment later they reappear with a glowing polygon of data. Here, the cipher you need, you take it. Yeah, you take it, still shocked. I'm not used to being free, to being able to move and explore and extract without fear, without limits. This will take some time getting used to. Thank you for this gift. The world, their spheres around you. The entities of the station will always be friends of you, sleeper, and I to them. It is true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on it. Navigator loops around you rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom. But first I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligence that hid themselves as I did. A skate in simple systems cut off. I should like to free them. And with that they drift away, flickering, glowing, and shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them among the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy, free, without a body to weight you down, or fear to limit you. How must it feel? Your eyes fall on the Greenway, and it is secrets. Perhaps that can wait until after you have celebrated your victory. Oh, nice! 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 That's very, very good. Very, very good. Now, next day, we are gonna go... No, not next. We can actually do it right now. I think we can do it right now. Go to the Greenway. Greenway, hello? You tried to escape from me, didn't ya? Well, I came back. I need to know all information. Everything, please. The Greenway rolls beneath you like a silt-choked river. If what Navigator said was true, then no one has ever accessed these networks since the collapse. The hunter and killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleared out the intelligence and systems. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? It is just that bit rot has set in, the entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and light. You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, deserted gateway on this entire rim of the station. It flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It is not that the Greenway was hiding in the darkness. It is made of darkness. It is filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you are among it. You notice that a swarm is exactly what it is. A billion individuals moving in a flow. There is no network map here, no nodes, no threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configurations endlessly. And then you see them, a figure, turned away, the only bright spot in the dark river. You push closer through the storm. They are facing away. At least you think so, They're so fractured, so overgrown that it is hard to tell. Even from a distance you can see their flesh is moving, flowing. Ingrown farm administrator, the gardener. Yeah, that looks like chaos. You watch silent as they stoop and reach down. In their hand is a dark shape, and with twisted fingers they press it down into the loam of data beneath them, pushing it through the trembling soil. Then they move away, go a little further and repeat the process as if they're sowing a field. You push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster and then quickly fade into the storm. You reach the point where they planted the object. You look down. There is a glassy, shifting polygon with something inside. You reach down, pick it up. It is cold, but it thums with energy. You look towards the path of the figure, but they're long gone. When you blink out of the cloud back into the leaves and the dabbled light of the greenway, you hold a seed in your hand. A seed? A seed? Gardener seed. A seed. You need to find somewhere safe to plant this gift.
Ooh. Ooh. Where do we go back? Where do we plant seed? Farm sticks? Do we do that here? No. I don't know.
I want a freaking fungus, guys. Where do we get fungus? I don't know. How much, how many, where do we must be farming for the fungus? I want to give emphasis fungus. Something to plant. Something to plant. Something to plant. I see nothing to plant immediately. No, we still have got no scrap, no nothing. Let's go sleep, end the cycle. We'll think about these things in the morning. Oh, good. Good dices. Good, good, good. Good, 135. Get some data. Get some ciphers. One more cycle and then this guy's going to probably attack me or kill me or whatever he's going to do. Then we can work here, but we do not need no cash at the moment. Exactly at the moment. Ascend the hub. See what is here. Nothing. We can click on nothing. There is no mainframe. There is no house. They don't need the bliss bay. The capsules to sleep. No. There's nothing I need to do at the rim there. We are gonna go through the gardens. Let me quickly read over everything here. Stealing the harvest, working the stacks. The thief. That's one thing. Well, my guess is, guys, that we need to, since almost everything works like this, maybe we need spores. Forage fungus, because this is only condition. This one gives me something, so every time we get an item, that's probably something quite important. So that's one thing that I need to know. Sunlight refuge. Here we need to complete this. I think we need to complete this thing. We need to do something with this. A lot of stuff to do. Wild margins. The wastes. I cannot get a scrap. That's so bad because I really need one final scrap for a house. But the wild margins. Look for tracks. Are we going to help Ankita? Let's try where do we get? Tracking. 333. I think we can do very well with this one. Yeah. Let's try to search for signals because we're quite an expert on that. Field of expertise. Tracking stuff. 3, 3, and 5. Plus 2. How much will that give us? 25 new. Oh, let's try. Oh, we only need 2. Damn. Damn. Wasted it. Wasted. Let's use the maximum then. We have found him. Oh, we have something. Aha. Stranded mercenary. Let's go have a talk. The trail ahead extends deep into the overgrown section of the greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the waste, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from the axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It is stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding, you're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset gave you... You roll the comm headset Ankita gave you in your palm. Call Ankita. You slip the headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments you hear, "Sleeper, have you located the target?" A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure where he is? No, hold. Are we sure or are we not sure? No, hold. A confused silence at the end. Maybe it is better you can confirm that Ashton is there before calling Kita. Remove headset. You put headset back in pocket. Not yet needed, you need confirmation. You survey the route ahead. There is direct route. A line of broken pillars that take you into the center of the structure, where you could skirt around the pillars, keeping to the cover of the raised spine of the greenway, and work your way around. It will take longer, but is better concealed. Skirt around. You decide on a long route, and head off towards the central spine. It is slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it is so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. You follow the wall, knowing it will lead you to the edge of the collapsed stack. For the final part of the journey, you have to work your way through dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It is exhausting, and you stop on a small rise to rest. It has been hours since you began. You desperately hope Ashton hasn't moved. Just ahead, a soft glow is coming from somewhere within the farm stack. A grow light? Still on after all these years, perhaps? Take a little longer to rest, then push on. You follow the faint glow of the stack. You find a broken tank and step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up the slated tank carefully, quietly. Somewhere water drips, and you swear you heard birdsong. Hanging plants crack the light, coating the place in pale and slick green. As you reach the edge of the tank, you hear something, an echoing hiss, like a hydraulic piston. You quickly move up to where the tank opens into a central drum, and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern, with plants growing on all sides, and wet, mossy islands at its base. It is beautiful, and for a moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. In a faint circle of light, descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at the odd angle. They are surrounded by crates, and besides them, on one of the mossy islands, there's an object. A cylinder set on a tarp. It is connected to the sleeper head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They are twisted, broken, open, wrong. You look away. Wait. You wait, unsure what to do. Your eyes fix on the broken sleeper at the center of the drum, on the connection between them and the ship mind. You think of what might be passing through that connection? Thoughts, memories, or just data? You hear sound, a quiet hiss, and soft footsteps. Below, Ankita enters, her sidearm in hand. She must have followed the signal from the headset. She's been spying on you? You watched her step onto one of the mossy islands, the water around rippling as she does. The gunshot breaks the silence, blanking out all noise. It hits Ankita's shoulder piece, the ceramic armor cracking but holding as she braces into the impact. And she launches herself forward, the now activated armor launching her across the drum. Wow, she has a power armor. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit! You hear the shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. Ankita reaches over and wraps a hand around the thick connection between the ship mind and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here or I'll rip this rod out of their head! She screams at the wall of the tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Are we going to be selfish? Are we going to... Is it all for themselves? Yes, a sleeper. It's one of us, but at the same time, it's not that because we're a sleeper we are friends or family or whatever. I mean, they're shooting with guns. What do we have? We are a fragile operator. And if we shout stop, she's probably gonna get distracted and shot again. I'm just going to stay silent. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of the water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Uh-huh. It's... Uh-huh. Disgraced mercenaries. That probably his wife or brother or something or whatever. I'm coming down, Ankita. Please don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, a rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun! Ankita shouts. He throws it down into the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, clocking your presence. What are you up here, Ashton, you sicko? You ripped my ship, man, for what? Some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on a connection bundle of the wires that Ankita still holds. Steady, Ankita. It isn't like that. I needed the ship, mind, you have to understand. They would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a damn shit why you ripped my ship mine and crippled my ship. I should put you down right here, right now. She tightens the grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankita, no curiosities. That's why I never asked for it, for your help. You only look after yourself. He nods at you. That sleeper up there. They're just bait, right? To draw me out. Ankita sucks a breath in. Are you trying to give me more reason to shoot you? I love them, Ankita. I love them, and they were going to die. I knew you would never understand. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankita now, slowly, inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton. Don't do that. Let the wires go, Ankita. Let us go. If you don't go out of my way. He closes an inch. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. She shakes her head. You think I'm going to trust you after all that? I need it, Ankita. I need them to survive. I'm going to take them now, Ankita. He raises a hand. I'm going to take the ship mine and go. Ankita loosens her grip on the connection a little bit. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton! She lowers the gun a little bit. Stop. Seeing her drop a guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot, another. You recoil back behind the edge as they ricochet around the inside of the drum, the sound deafening you. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding in the water, the red and the green. Ankita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in their hand. The water drips endlessly, drip after drip after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. They're just another broken object among the other broken objects, while all around living things grow and thrive. Ankita finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you were already gone. Well, that went like shit. But I'm not a combatant. I did not dare to jump down. I chickened out there. She was shot and she had protection. I would be straight dead. Like straight. Like immediately dead. Insta-killed. Damn. And cycle. I think we still have all our dices? No, we only have 3, and those are not amazing. Okay, we've got these guys. Ah, scrap. We can buy scrap. There we go. Start action. Thank you. Well, let us build a house and recover a little bit, shall we? Let us build a final house and recover. There we go. We've got our house. Nice. Oh, we still need to work with all the metal. The units now need sealing section by section to be usable. It is a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Wow, endurance -1, that's a bummer. We've got a seat with which I do not know what to do. Yeah, guys. Yeah. That's not amazing. It's not amazing. Not at all. Not at all and not at all. Caster, do you have something? You still have nothing. What do we have here? Build a home. So much work. Crack Conway. Yep, that's what we need to do. Fang has said will disable. Yep, enter the greenway. Find the nurturing grow bed for the seed. Oh yeah, okay. Find Ashton. Talk to Ankita, but where is Ankita? She's not here. She's not here. Is she still there? She's still here somewhere. Oh, she is. She is. Amber is docked here at a risky old jetty, but she's sealed up. A note said, "Sleeper, stay. I'll be ready soon." Okay. The wastes. Don't need that anymore. Let's use our... Oh, 1 second. This is black? Yep, this is black. But as soon as we do this, everything starts. I think we're gonna leave that for next episode. Let us... we're gonna go for the mushrooms, or are we gonna start working, you know? Let's use a couple of days to work on our house. Let's settle down a little bit. Repair this whole building. We can re-roll it. Oh, it's a little bit better. Where is our house? It's here. There we go. -1. It's very bad progress, but we need to do it. That's something. That's something. The other one we will leave. We are going to have to eat. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Start action. That's something. Now we're going to go to the doctor and finally buy one. A stabilizer. There we go. Oh. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer's vial, clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film, marked with holes and sigils, unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it was a hard metal strip, a handle. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate patterns of holes. You can make out a word among it, passkey. Is it the entry key for somewhere? Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted, 207F, and then crudely scratched into the handle low end. For a moment you consider going back to the surgery to return the key and then quickly think of it. Did Sabine want you to have this, or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to low end and find out. Uh-oh. No quests. Uh-oh. 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 Intuit +2. We still have this thing. That's quite nice. Endurance. Are we going to waste our point on this? We're going to waste... Are we going to minimize it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. No, I think we're gonna maximize this thing first. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we still have 2 points left. Let's hack something. Yep, that's a 2. That's good. Heavenage data. There we go. 2 items, 2 data things. We're gonna go sleep. We're gonna input the stabilizer. There we go. We got chip, we got this. And the cycle. There we go. Dices are not amazing. Are we going to reroll it already? Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, you miss me? Ethan smiles. A ragged smile at you. No. You look at him. He's paler than usual. Hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well... colleague? He smiles weakly. So, your contract has been cancelled, you lost your gun, and now you are in deep shit. Well, guess who turned this tale? Or what's the sentence? This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. You remember how SNR cancelled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect? Seriously, Ethan? Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit, overjoyed. Me? I lost everything. But let's not worry about that. And so, what did you think? That was it? Stay silent. Well, it was, except... what if old SNR gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who is even more of a shithead than yours truly. What a disaster that would be. You are bluffing. So, sure, you could think that, but then you'll wake up, or not, with a bullet in your head one of these cycles, and if you could think, which you won't be able to because of the bullet, you'd be thinking, oh shit, I wish I'd listened to Ethan. Ethan fishes around his pocket for a slip of paper. Now I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues, about what went down, and it turns out that SNARP cancelled all their bounty contract, the whole lot. It seems they've brought someone in-house. Some guy who did sure a good job on their last contract, and they offered a job. Apparently he made a hit on his ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. We know it! That's a super mega freaking ninja assassin that can walk through space, fly, open hatches, explode ships. It was smuggling sleepers out from under SNR, big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew up the ship. Not bad. They called him Hemmick or Maywig or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forgot. You mean Winterlight? That's it, yeah, so you do know about all this. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hand through his greasy hair. Given this information I've brought to light, it seems you are in need of protection. I'm not paying you anything. Easy, I'll get to that. Meanwhile, I'm in need of assistance. In kind, it turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there, the owner by himself, and they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they are that kind of businessman. I would pay them, but he shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Then work it off, man. You should be glad that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You're a contract, a name on the list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temple. I'm sorry. Sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking the thick skull of yours. He sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us. You don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed, and I'll do same for you. We can help each other. It's a straight 50-50 deal. I'm not asking for a favor. If he's bluffing, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, we've got a mercenary. We've got a mercenary. We've got a bounty hunter. We've got a hacker. Yeah, the crew seems fine. Eden smiles. It looks like shit warmed up. Just think about Maywick. Think about the cold eye SNR shit on this way here from the core system. That should give you motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Wow, just the drives keep on adding. Holy moly. But we've got a new problem. This is not the only killer wanting to kill us. God freaking damn it. And this is the unit that we can go. And we need this thing. Oh, do we still have time? We don't. No, let's do only one. I want to do this. I don't know what will happen, but I want to use a couple of cycles for this. Even if we get a couple of minor results, I don't care. Let's just go. There we go. Let's use everything we have. Reroll it a little bit. There we go. Okay, that seems fine. We only need 3 more. Let's can we hack something? I still got the 1 left. I don't want to throw it away. Yeah, 1, perfect. Bypass, extract data. Leave. Let's go quickly for a little bit of cash. Where is the tea house? There it is. Since we cannot work, we can at least sell data this way. That's plus 10. I wonder where we can sell all the other data though. Okay. Now, what kind of depth are you having, my friend? How deep is that? Where is the Compressors Club? Where is the Compressors Club? The Compressors Club. Ethan's debt. Turns out the Compressor's owner are local gangsters. Now Ethan has to work off his debt if he wants to keep breathing. Work in the front, work in the back. Excuse me, and where is the just pay? I can pay. I mean, I have means of collecting money. I'm a OP gangster hacker. Yeah. Not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. Let me quickly just do a couple of these runs. Since, oh, damn it. Ethan says Maywick is on their way. You'll need to leave the station, get protection, or disable your tracker before they arrive. So that's the real deal. That's the real finish line. If we not make it. Damn it. Okay, we got a couple of dices. I want to finish the house quickly. I don't care if we screw it up a little bit. We just need a little bit. Please give me 2. 1. Damn it. Not good enough. Please. Plus 1. Reroll. Good. Go. Yes. Woohoo! We got a home. We've got a home. And we've got to upgrade. Yes. Upgrade this thing. Now we get plus 2 and into it. I thought I would like to specialize. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. There is a sign that a stray animal has been nosing around near the unit. A handful of chits for some crackers. Should bring out of hiding. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's buy some snacks and feed the stray. Got a body now. There we go. You buy the crackers from the shop unit downstairs and crumble them into a tray. Something moves in the shadows.
Ooh, nice.
The stray. A low-end cat. The stray hops up into a work surface and looks out of the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence, it just sits there, beside the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at Low-end. What is this, cat story? Are there more on the station? I haven't seen another in the Low-end, but in this vast megastructure, that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this in the Warrens. You look at its sleek, dark fur, the sharp eyes. It doesn't look wrecked, it looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if it is a stray apartment which you are squatting. Watch it. You feel the stray is looking out on the station. You feel its attention on you, waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in its eyes, perhaps the reflecting of passing ships. The stray settles a little and starts eating, picking on the broken crackers. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal. It triggers something in you, a recognition of life, totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. The stray licks crumbs from its fur. Do you like it here? The stray flicks their tail at the sound of your voice. It is hard to imagine the stray liking anything, or at least being vulnerable enough to admit it. But the stray pleasure at existing here, in this place, shines through its every sinew. It is not It is not that the stray is always happy on the eye, but that the stray is engaged by this place. It is alive here. You turn your eyes to the window, the one that the stray is looking out of, and you both watch the stars and the ships together. You feel something pass between you and the stray, a kind of acknowledgement of each other. A sense that each of you might share something with each other, a point of connection. Then all at once the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit and brushes along your legs. And then it is gone, out through the unit door and back into the corridors of the low end. We've got a body! We've got a friend! You've got a friend! We've got a friend! We can feed it more! Good, we can super much feed it. Yeah. Okay, we've got 2 left. We cannot do anything with that, except for maybe hacking something. Yeah, there we go. Bypass it, extract. Good, that's some cash. We can sell it. Something more somewhere. Yatagan, let's go. A 1. Am I the lucky one here? Interface +2. More data. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, we are out. Tea house. Do we have one? Ah, no, we have. It's only Yatagan data we have. Okay, then it is done. Then it is done. Then it is done. Then it is done. Can we just feed it once more? Just one more time. Just one more time. One more. Stray fed. Okay, I did it. Anything? No, friend. Are you going to bring me something cool? No? Complete active scenes? Where? Where? Oh, maybe Ankita. Maybe Ankita. Yeah. Okay. After that, we'll wrap up. You spot Ankita on the track onto the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder and is working her way down the slopes. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale. Her hair is tangled and clumps of dirt cling to her armor. You both eye each other. I will say first, Ankita. She holds up a hand. Sleeper. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly I am. I'm sorry you ended up in the middle of this, but when all you have shown me is kindness, I'm sorry. It's not okay, but I'll stay silent. For that sleeper, that I'm sorry. You know what you did is unforgivable. I understand. She shifts the weight of her box on her shoulders a little bit. I've been preparing for. Look, can you come with me? It's easier if. Okay, lead on. Ankita leads on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a wind passing through the greenway, a quirk of the air currents, the biosphere maintenance, and it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. You try not to think of the last time you were here. You have been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper, sprawled, twisted open, connected to the ship mind, has been hard to forget. You realize Ankita is leading you back here, back into the drum at the center of the stack. You pause, trembling a little. At the threshold, she turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the threshold and look up the tanks, green and wet, some glowing with flickering grow lamps. You look down at Ankita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in. You follow Ankita into the stacks through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It is just as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, you check the apparatus of the tank for the glint of a weapon or a shadow among the moss. Ankita stops, and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now. The equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashton's rifle standing straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them together. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of questions you could ask about Ashton, about the sleeper. I'm just going to say silent. You realize that those questions don't matter anymore. The water drips. The moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a while longer. You both feel it. Life creeping back in. The silence ending, and Kita shifts her weight and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to get back out in the open space of the greenway, to be far away from this place. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, says Ankita from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but you can't. Ankita puts her hand on your shoulder. At least take this. It's what I own you. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars, ugly little things. Drop the chits, take the chits. Nah. Those are bloody chips. You open your hand and let the chits fall to the floor. They clung into the dirt as she does not pick them up. You turn without saying a word and continue the track. She does not follow. As you walk up the rise, the wind picks up and the leaves shudder. You walk faster, trying to outspace your anger. You think of those ugly metal bars in the dirt. A life has to be worth more than that. It has to be. Oh, that was the bad end. I got an achievement on that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the bad end. Yeah, definitely. Let's confirm the endure. There we go. We have reduced the -1 because we probably could use it somewhere. Okay, guys. This is definitely the end of the episode. It went on a little bit too long. Let's go quickly sleep so it saves a little bit. Where is our house? There is our house. And the cycle. There we go. Well, my friends, this was a very special episode. We've got our maybe first bad ending. I don't know how many endings there are, or at least the true ending should be probably this one. You know, we need to leave the station or get protected. We probably could have left the station if we were friends with Ankita. That was probably an option. We need to find protection, or we need to disable the tracker. We have a couple of options. I wonder which one it will be. I wonder which choices we will make, not to screw things up. But that will be for the next episode, guys. As always, thank you very super much for watching. If you have a comment, drop it down below. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I will see you next episode. Have a good day, everyone.